Welcome viewers once again back to Abiotic Factor. We have very little ammo, although we do have ammo for our grinder. I feel comfortable with a little more ammo, so let's go and see if we can make some of that. We did just find a whole bunch of metal, so let's craft a few boxes of screws. It is a bit expensive in terms of metal. And then ammo, we have plenty of paper. We can max this out to, really, it takes 2 boxes of screws each. Uh-oh, let's, I guess that'll be enough. That gives us 16. Yeah, that's plenty. We'll make sure everything is loaded and we are set to go. 24 ammo of the regular type. We have a lot of weapons. We're starting to get loaded down with good weapon selection. So this yellow tube goes back into the area above the crossroads, so we did have to come back there. It seems like we'll have to figure out how to make a fiber optic cable to turn that one on. I'm guessing it's going to take more than just an optic lens. There is a elevator here. We heard a lot of noises from upstairs, so I think that's the next step. Is let's hop up there. We can't open these crates. We need keys to do it. We are taking radiation here, so we're going to use this. We do have the Sigil of the Hearth, which makes us move faster in combat, and our foes drop more ammo when they're killed. It is 6:40 p.m. Our vitals say we're totally ready. We're gonna need to eat eventually. I wonder what, I guess these radioactive barrels are what's irradiating at us. Sounds like there's 2 guys up there. One of them's probably a sniper. I want to poke my head up and see if it's dangerous just to be looking up here. There's one guy out there. It's a regular grunt.
Went up and down.
Oh, another one behind me. Another like. I'm not sure. Definitely another one around here. Let's reload everything. Didn't take too much damage. Get rid of the evidence. Okay, we got plenty of ammo. Yeah, so this is a nice... I mean, we're getting plenty of ammo from these, so it's nice. So he saw... It sounded like he was talking to somebody up here. I'm expecting one more guy wandering around, but there's really nothing up here. Cable. Another area over there that we want to get to. Sure, and then we see the end result here. Looks like we're feeding fuel to some kind of giant thruster. It's probably some kind of reactor. Manufacturing East, not yet open to us. And I'm not sure where we're going. Okay, so
Good
around.
evening. Today's power and primary illumination in this sector will be ceasing shortly. Have a safe and successful
Sounds like we're
evening.
just about out of power. Wow, this whole section is brand new. Oh, this looks very much like the very start. Wow. Yeah, that's exactly where we are. So this is... We're gonna run into that woman here. I wonder if she's still here. Did we ever... That door's locked. Okay, so we still haven't found a way into the Synchrotron. But this, yeah, this lady here is just doing it for us. What was... Varsha.
Maybe the blacksmith knows what happened to Frake and her team. Last I heard, they were down in the mines. Then the radio died, and all this started.
Did we just get healed by being over here? We are close enough to our bench that we are being healed from here, although, like, I don't understand how that's possible. Alright, over here we do have a... button doesn't seem to work right now. I thought we'd have an elevator. I guess not. Okay, so that's where, yeah, a long time ago we saw that guy walking around there. So we want to get back out. I think there's another elevator we can use. We opened some access to a place that I didn't think we'd be revisiting. This whole place. But here we are. The door, this door we passed so long ago that I completely forgot about it, but now it's open. Check this out. Alright, the lights are about to go out, which is sad, but this whole place is still lit. It's interesting that it's still lit in here. Ah, down here it's not though. Okay, so this is the other place I wanted to check out. It looks like there's an elevator here. Oops. Nope, nope, nope. I want to be on it here. And more pipes flowing. We're going to need our lights. Okay, oh. What? So, okay, this is that door we were just looking at. Great, okay. So that's nothing new then. Oops. Ow. Let's use a splint. Okay, so I think we've figured out this whole area. It's not as vast as it initially seemed. It's still pretty big. We need to go down there. Not sure where all this stuff came from. I was hoping that sledgehammer would trigger some
All vacant perforations will be resetting in 3, 2, 1.
I was hoping that sledgehammer would trigger some new recipes, but it didn't. Alright, back down here. We're at the base of this thing, which we're not sure what it is yet. Manufacturing East. So this is definitely the way forward. Let's see if there's anything on the other side of this. Or if we get any information about it, we don't. It's just some thing. This is a synchrotron, duh. Okay, so we have to figure out how to turn the synchrotron on. I'm guessing it's something to do with the 3 tubes coming into it. One of which is red and controlled in the mines. So let's find the red tube. Back into the mines we go. Green one is from that way. There's something over there. The red tube is coming from over here. Stairs up. This whole area just has a much larger feel than anything else so far. Some kind of conveyor system too. I think it is. No, okay, I have it. Alright, this makes sense. They're mining. There's a conveyor for the tailings. Another gate security crate. This one's different than the others, so... Huh. I'm gonna have to find more key cards, I think. And I really have no idea what I'm looking for, or where I'm even going up here. Yeah, that seemed just like a big circuit to nowhere. Didn't really shed any light. Maybe down here? Aha! Dr. Mance, what can you tell me, buddy? I need help. First we'll do this. Overload. I was coming back from the foundry yesterday and passed an eye over the collider. They were working on the Synchrotron at nearly 95% load. They're not supposed to go over 90. Don't they remember what happened in 85? The manufacturing team seems to take no heed of safety protocols whatsoever. This might be a clue as to what caused the current problems. Thanks for the note, Richard. I will pass your concerns to Frake. Frake isn't going to do anything. She makes up the rules as she goes along. This is a calamity waiting to happen again, and no one seems to care. Maybe it seems like that from the outside, but Frake knows what she's doing. There is oversight. It's just not your style of oversight.
Blood sugar falling.
Here's a picture of the collider. Yep. It's the Synchrotron. We also learned about containment. Idris told me that IS-91 has escaped containment again this morning. I need to know exactly what happened. No one knew it was missing for almost an hour. The creature's invisible to most people. We chased it down with X-ray lamps and it almost got Dr. Tang. Peters thinks the X-ray system had a brownout and we're not sure. You're in charge of containment processes. You tell me. I'll get Frake and her people to review the system immediately. We may need to install another tier of fail-safes. Apologies for the late check-in on this. I was held up by a Keystone visitor. I suppose that makes two creepy monsters lurking in our midst. Here's a picture of the creepy monster. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it could be creepy. Attention all laboratory staff. Due to an unacceptable number of Bunsen burners disappearing, anyone who needs such an item must apply directly to Dr. Mance. Anyone who has any information about this, please contact me directly. We are currently conducting an investigation. Please do not try making your own. We have enough things that explode around here. Dr. Mance says,
Watching Dr. Peters work with the 173 this morning, the little hoppy one, a thought occurred to me about its relation to the other two, and indeed all the entities we have encountered in Antiverse 2. At best, the implications are, concerning. In the most extreme reading, no, it will have to wait.
okay, Dr. Mance having some...
Quality bulletin.
Uh-oh.
Radiation levels
Uh-oh.
exceeding operational
Hold on.
safety limits.
Radiation.
Testing procedure commencing.
Alright, we have to head back to Manufacturing West to turn this off. I'm not sure we ever figured out what the effect of the radiation was. That can't be good. Oh. Frake.
They're with the research division. Don't shoot!
Could it be Frake? Douglas?
Look, just talk to Frake, okay?
It's safe. You can come up. I don't know how you've made it this far. Those savages have blocked every exit. They even collapsed the surface tunnel. But remember what happened in 85? When the kinetics team overloaded the Synchrotron? They triggered a singularity that carved a hole clean through to the next sector. We could do it again right now, if these damn quakes hadn't broken the electron pumps. So I sent my team to the blacksmith. He can make the parts to fix the pumps. We'll make our own exit. All my people need to do is follow the pipes. Red, yellow, green, they'll find their way to the pumps they need to fix. It's been hours since they left, but they'll be back, I'm sure of it.
Alright, so Frake confirms that we need to fix the pumps. I'm not sure.
I know it sounds crazy, but if Frake says it'll work, well, I trust her. Just
If the blacksmith
stand
can make the
back
parts
when it
to
all
fix the
goes
electron
up.
pumps, we'll
Yeah?
blow the Synchrotron to Kingdom Come. A little
Okay.
extreme, perhaps, but clearly the rules have changed, and I don't hear any better plans.
Okay. I think we're in agreement with Frake. We know what to do. We need to go and turn on the other two electron pumps, it turns out. That's what they are. Wow, that is concrete bonanza. Can't take it though, of course. So, wow, that whole thing is some kind of drill, some kind of mining apparatus. So red is up this way, but I didn't see anything remotely resembling a way to turn on the red. I guess I didn't go through here though, did I? Keep getting like a red or a green beam. There we go. Okay, it's just the radiation. Let's go try to turn that off, I guess. I think we're gonna have to head back to Manufacturing West to get that completely off. I don't see the pipe coming out of this thing. And I don't see a door except for the one that was locked. Oh. What's this right here? We need a diode. Okay, so we need a diode and a fiber optic. Neither of which we figured out how to make yet. Frake, tell us how to make a diode. Which means there's probably something else we have to find first. And I'm guessing that's over here. Maybe. Nope, this just goes back around to where we just were, I think. Does it? Or is this new? This might be new. It's very maze-like, I must say. Alright, back here, nothing new. In there, I don't even think... Oh, I can get in here. But yeah, nothing to pick up in here. This is all just window dressing. Up here even, I think, just goes back to where we were. Oh. There's no trade option with Frake either, right? No. Okay, well... I mean, it's not very helpful. Ooh, executive chair. It broke. We'll take the metal. Okay, we figured out Frake. There's nothing we can do with you. Whoa, don't fall off from the high spots. We need to go turn off this radiation. It's not really harming us, but it's not making it easier. Oof. I feel like we came through here. Oh no, we haven't been in here yet. Or have we? Yeah, oh, this was where we first came in here, right. Okay. Ooh, grinder discs just sitting there. Oh, didn't expect that. Okay. We've been in here, apparently. Although... I'm not sure how... Oh, right, it was the overturned truck through here. Yes, okay. Yeah, it's all very different when there's a green glow everywhere. So we don't necessarily need that, but we do need the diode. We do need the fiber optic cable. And it feels like there's probably a lot more to explore that I ran past earlier, I guess. Yeah, like all this over here. Nice. Didn't expect to one-shot it. Can't pick up the powdered crystal there. You know what? I really don't need the sledgehammer, turns out. Let me have that. Okay, I hate this place. It's a maze. I'd feel a lot better if it wasn't glowing green. So let's come back that way when we've shut off the green glow. What's this? Okay, that's the way I went before. So I went up past this truck, I went up left here, haven't gone up front there. Haven't really even gone that way yet. This is the way out of the mines, I think. So this will be, yeah, this will be where I can reach the shut off of this radiation event fastest. I'll store temporary stuff in here. I want to keep the metal. I don't know if we need the powdered crystal, the rebar. A bunch of this stuff we can drop in here for now. I think I'll keep that on my bar. Get rid of the screws, get rid of the metal, get rid of the bioscrap. We can come back for that stuff as we need it. Our escape is this way, and there should be really close to this door right here where we can shut this event off. Oops. Don't think I got it. Kind of wasted some shots there, but no big deal. Alright, it's over there. That's right, it's over in the other room. I'm gonna take this guy out. Sneak up and shoot him. And then shoot him again. Oops. Oops. And try not to miss. Okay. There we go. Okay, and here is how we turn off the radiation. Yay!
Okay. Anyone else getting a bit hungry?
Hey, you're always hungry. You have some food. Alright, the radiation's off. We're heading back in. We did get some journal entries, so maybe I'll stop and read those really quick before we get too far in. They did just turn everything back on, so it's still early, yeah. Alright, let's read the journal entry about the Synchrotron. Get parts, follow pipes. Frake's team is working with the blacksmiths to make replacement parts for the electron pumps so they can overload the Synchrotron and blow a hole in the next sector once they've got the parts. Frake told her people to follow the colored pipes through manufacturing red, yellow, green that lead to the broken electron pumps. We did get, let's see, update in the registry about nothing. Although we did learn some more. It just didn't show up. We learned about Hilda Dixon, Sarah Frake, Gates Chief of Fabrication and Engineering Services. Great. And then finally, theories. The Synchrotron. The Gate Cascade Research Facility Particle Accelerator is one of the few private synchrotrons in the world, operating at ranges approaching 1 tera electron volts, trillion electron volts. It is used in everything from materials research to transluminal investigations. It was the synchrotron that allowed Dr. S. Tengu to make her discovery of a new category of bosonic matter, opening the way for perforation technology. In 1985, a condensation experiment accidentally created a small singularity that destroyed a section of manufacturing and labs. Luckily, only 2 people were killed. Okay, that's what we're dealing with, the synchrotron. We need to make a diode, we need to make fiber optics. Pretty sure we do not know how to make either of those. So there's still recipes to go find that we have not yet found. Not sure where we're going to find those either. Hey buddy. Tell you what. Oops. I forgot to reload and I fell in the water. Oops. This actually doesn't go very deep, does it? No, okay. And the way out's way back this way. Okay, we're gonna probably end up going a different way, I guess. No, we'll go this way. It's fine. He doesn't see us. He forgot we were here. In fact... Oh, man. Whoa. Whoa, that's a peccary. Is it? Maybe not. Maybe it was him. Ah, I missed. There we go. I think... Oh, he's still alive. Okay, finally got him. Good. Alright, what are we doing here? There's a ladder here that I hadn't noticed earlier. Oh, that does lead to a peccary. I think we can probably get this guy by stabbing him. Oh, he's dead, yeah. Okay. So I'm not really sure where I am suddenly. Whoa! Carbuncle. Some steel cable. Still haven't found a diode inside our radio, but you know, if I was gonna have a diode, I'd put it in a radio, so maybe it's just some of them leave diodes. Who knows? Or none of them. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be that easy, does it? This doesn't really lead anywhere. How did I miss this earlier? Oh, okay, it's this area up here. So I don't think I did miss this. I think I was up here. I just didn't realize there was a ladder going down. Alright, and then this ladder. This is all... Oh, more chain. Excellent. I definitely need the chain. What is that? Pickaxe. We've seen those before. Alright, these crates I went to the other side of. I never went to check in. There's probably a whole respawn point here.
Dr. Pendleton questioned the Exor's similarity to humanity's own morphology, and I referred to her to crabs. Their form has evolved independently on Earth on at least 5 separate occasions. It would seem that evolution resolves certain environmental challenges in a remarkably consistent fashion. There is, of course, another explanation for the Exor's apparent similarity to ourselves, but without the necessary data, I refuse to indulge Pendleton's penchant for unnecessary speculation. Besides, we look closer to birds, if you ask me.
Random speculation again. Or chain. Great. Chain is super valuable because it's so rare, but what we're really looking for right now is diode. And maybe a charging station while we're at it. So this was check-in. I expected... for some reason I'm expecting a... oh, check-in to the right. I'm expecting... What do you call it? Yeah, one of those things. Oh my god! That was startling. Okay. Didn't expect to see a crystal creature here. Whoa. Forgot to load. Don't have anything to load. Okay. I'm gonna have to use conventional weapons on this guy. If I can find him. Oop, there he is. There we go. And there she goes. Alright. That was startling and unexpected, but look at this. We found a whole bunch of goods. We're gonna have to jump up to the upper level here, but first let's walk through the lockers, see if there's anything interesting in these. A diode would be really nice. Nope. Nothing useful in any of those. It looks like we're going to need to use our secret jump pad weapon here. Which... it's hard to deploy here for some reason. Let's go. Oops. I'm gonna actually just consume these because I haven't eaten iodine in a long time. So might as well. And look at that. We found another perforation. Again, this one looks like it goes back all the way to the offices. I'm not positive. We'll take that in a minute just to see probably where it goes. I'm out of space here. Don't really need the carbuncle, honestly. No diodes anywhere. Old mines and check-in. So the old mines are probably the new place where I haven't reached yet. Check in here. More lockers. We're just looking for the money, really, in lockers. Uh-oh. Feels strange. Be on guard. That's what you say every time. Can't reach that one. Okay, we will do the check-in here.
Check-in approved.
Because I have absolutely no idea where our last respawn was set to. And then this appears to be the way to the old mines. Yes, okay, so here's the one item we've been, the one pump we've been able to turn on, which is some sort of electron pump. Old mines is through there, I'm guessing. There's a new type of creature. Isn't that special? That's a peccary. Here's one of our buddies. Is this the... Feels very familiar. Let's just say that. I don't think it is, though. I'm gonna shoot this peccary with a disc, just because. 2 discs appears to be enough. This is my favorite weapon. And the last time we smashed one of those, it had more discs in it. Yep, look at that. Grinder discs. We need a place to recharge our flashlights. This water looks really pleasant. Tainted though. Alright, so this is the top of the waterfall. Got it. That is a zip line. Holy smokes, there's a zip line here. That's exciting. I'm gonna try that in a second. First, I just want to go look at the rest of the crannies around here. Okay, I don't think we've gone up that way. Let's use the zip line just for fun. I also want to come back. Whoa, that's not going anywhere, is it? Nope. I want to come back and use that perforation. Where's the zip line go? Oof, all the way to here, where we've been, right? Yeah. Did that zipline option exist this whole time? No, it's one direction. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's only one direction. Okay, I hurt myself, not too badly. We'll use another splint regardless. And since we're back here, I guess this is more way out. Let's go recover our energy by sleeping, because we're right by our bed. We also have a bunch of stuff to drop off. Might as well drop this off. We're going to keep the chain. We're going to keep the metal on us. The rest of most of this stuff I think we can leave in here for now. What the heck? I guess we're not going to sleep here tonight. You know, I also think we opened a whole nother couple of entrances here, right? So we should be able to get through without battling people back to this. Like, we open this door at the end of the hall here. I think that clears... Yeah, that clears one of the bad guys here. Or 2 of them even. And then if we keep going down this way... I really want to get in there next. Can I just... No. Not breakable glass. I really want to get in there next, but before we do that, I think... Wasn't there a way...
Anyone else getting a bit hungry?
Okay, maybe that way was a little harder than I thought to remember how to find. But I think it's just down this way, right? Through here, past the Synchrotron, and we're back at our main base. Maybe not exactly. Not exactly. But yeah, right through here, right? Yep, here we are. Back at primary base. With a soup bowl waiting for us. And a little bed right over here, so let's take a nap. And we will end this episode here, napping in our bed as usual. We have a little bit more exploration to do in the mines. We need to find a diode, and we need to find a fiber optic cable. We found all the pumps. We just need to learn how to turn them on. And we're going to do that next time. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.